about skills? Okay, I ask my guests a lot to comment what you see really, really current today in 2023. Skills, roles, because people are worried, okay, from like every spectrum in the workplace, right? The young professionals trying to find the work, right? Those in mid careers and so on and so forth. So how do you think this digital age, okay, companies who are more conservative, right? I guess they think they're okay, right? The skills they have, but yet they're being pushed by competition. So in terms of stay competitive for people in the marketplace today, future of work, right? What kind of skills you see that will help people to move to the next level?
Yeah, this is a good question, but I would love to turn it a little bit around into a different direction. So if I would be an HR guy, I would say, okay, you have to do X, Y, that. This is not what I want to talk about. I want to give a little bit more information for the audience between the lines. And of course, you can learn every skill you want, and there are a lot of skills that are useful in 2023 and within the next 5 years. But I would like to encourage the people to, how can I phrase this? I would say, use more common sense. Yeah, even in the age of digital technology, and especially against this worldwide discussion about artificial intelligence, hey, use common sense. And one advice I would like to give is, as an employee, for example, who's searching for the next employer or for the next company he or she wants to work for, is, of course, you have a set of skills. This is fantastic. But ask yourself, can you bring these skills, or can you implement these skills into the company in the best way you can achieve your own goals? Means if you're really innovative and you want to drive something further, and you got to, or you're in front of an HR person that is really conservative, and the company has a culture that is really conservative, hey, you can have the best skills in the world, you will get frustrated. So, and this is a gut feeling. This is not so much about artificial intelligence. You sit in that interview assessment center, and you really need to ask yourself, do I really want to work here? Yes or no? Can I really move things further than the way I want? Can I really bring in my personality? These are the questions that are more driven by common sense than artificial intelligence, from my point of view.
This is fantastic. You know what? We didn't talk about ChatGPT for the reason today, right? Or any other generative AI. But what you're bringing to the table, Mike, is much more valuable at this point, because absolutely, I'm with you. We're like really, really like-minded professionals out there. It is about our intuition, okay? It's about who we are and who we want to be. And I talk to a lot of younger people and other people my age, and right, a lot of professionals out there saying, hey, do you really want to work for the company that don't want you? That's kind of, you have to have a sense, is this a good environment for me? Just be a little more selfish, because we used to kind of, right, of course, thinking that interview, it's an exam, you have to pass it or you fail it. All right. And it's, of course, on human level, it's very discouraging when there's no immediate success or something like that. Right. But what you bring up, Mike, to this thinking, we call it common sense, common for certain groups of people. Right. But just want to remind if people who are listening to, watching us, who are open to work right now, who are looking for their next projects, just think about what will make you happy with like-minded people. All right. They will sense that you are the right person. Okay. It's not AI who is making this decision, thankfully, not just yet. All right.
Yep.
You have to connect. And I have so many happy stories knowing that a person come to interview and all of a sudden they just finding the same school they went to with interviewer. Some uncommon, discoveries that break that ice. And all these skills you have to possess, no questions, right? But you bring it in context for people who kind of know you better, who can trust you, because hiring a person is about trust, don't you think?
Absolutely. It's in the end, it's about trust. It's people business. Nothing has changed, and I'm sure nothing will change in the future. And this is, of course, we have this a global discussion regarding artificial intelligence. Of course, this is necessary because the technology, let's call it, runs at a pace. We should be aware of what can happen or what this technology can create, even by its own. Yeah, this is what we should aware about. And of course, we have this ethics discussion. I'm not a professional in ethics, but I know this is necessary because with opportunities, we will also get challenges on the table and vice versa. So we have to delve into these discussions on a deeper level. But I'm not a professional in this field, but this is necessary. On the other hand, we shouldn't be fearful of that the technology takes over everything. Again, common sense. Don't switch off your mind, or don't switch off your brain or head, or whatever you want to call it. Hey, common sense. Think what you want, think what you can bring to the table, think what you want to achieve as an individual, in a company, all together, or with the stuff all together. There are so many things that is driven by common sense. And these questions, each of one has to ask. We have to ask this ourselves.
We're gonna title this talk "My Common Sense in the Digital Age." How about that? Because we lose it sometimes. Yep, we lose it. Thank you for reminding. Thank you. Hey, time is flying. Time is flying. I would love to continue this conversation, maybe on the second episode at some point, Mike. But just be conscious of your time. In conclusion, can we leave the audience with few takeaways? We talked about technology. We talked about organization and human reaction to change. We talked about different leadership thinking. All right. And we ended up where, again, we should have started with common sense. So what kind of summary, what kind of few points you want to leave the audience with?
Oh no, you are challenging me.
Exactly, that's what we're here for.
I don't have an artificial intelligence in my pocket. So okay, let's.
We want your intelligence, okay? Artificial intelligence we all have. We really want your opinion. Yeah.
Let me do my best. Either you're a leader or a team member, use the common sense by moving or driving things further regarding digital growth or personal growth or personal development. And by personal development, I mean this: what do I really want to achieve for me as an individual from a business perspective, and what I can bring on a desk when it comes to I'm a member or employee of a company. And as a leader, get away from this fearful thinking, move further, be a good role model, lead by example, and embrace this innovation and technology. And sometimes, yes, it is, let's call it thin ice, and myself is sometimes also on thin ice. But again, we grow with the challenges we have in front of us, and we can create amazing opportunities. And last but not least, in any case, what you do as a leader or as a team member, focus on the value creation. Anything else is a hobby when it comes to the business world.
Wonderful. I encourage everyone to follow Mike Flache everywhere, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, because we just scratched the surface today. Okay, we just kind of laid the foundation. There's so much more behind what we spoke about. I'm a big fan of Mike's. I'm reading all the wonderful, again, insights and industry news that Mike's publishing. So please follow Mike. You will not regret it. And of course, SaugaTalks is here working for you. So give us some uploads, please, some likes, some comments, and maybe sharing with your audience, because I hope we are relevant to what you do, and maybe giving you some inspiration with the talk we're having here. Mike, thank you so very much for your time today. Thank you.
Thank you, Irene. It was a pleasure.